Hi, and hello, friends. I'm in the magical land of the washing machine. I'm going to be doing my November update rather briefly. Um, so last month, October, I wanted to try and do a whole bunch of extra spooky games. Um, and in addition to timing wise, I wasn't able to edit as many spooky related games as I was anticipating on doing. And to my surprise, Cookie Run in general, but especially Cookie Run Kingdom, got a huge boost in general popularity to the point where, like, for a short time, it was just like the ads were everywhere, which was magical for a longtime fan of this game. So the channel ended up getting a huge amount of new people coming by who were fans of the Cookie Run series, and it's just so wonderful to see this. So everybody else who's here, who has come by from those videos, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. I've gotten a whole bunch of really nice comments from people, a lot of people who think that the stuff is pleasant or sweet and nice, and it's wonderful. So thank you. So consider this another like mini introduction for anybody else who's new. I'm Handington. I do a variety of different things. It's whatever the heck I feel like on any given day. But I like making Cookie Run videos. And so I just ran a poll in the community tab. And as it turns out, surprise, surprise, we get a huge influx of people subscribing from Cookie Run. Turns out they want Cookie Run stuff. Sorry for the oil burner again. This is just the only time I can record. So a lot of people, I thought people were going to be like, oh yeah, we want a Cookie Run related thing, like maybe once a week, or maybe once every couple of every week or week and a half. People started to choose an overwhelming amount of the majority of people wanted like 2 Cookie Run videos a week, which is really awesome and wonderful, and that's something I could totally do. I could definitely do that for making things that are either meme or gameplay related, because there's plenty of stuff that I can end up doing. I have lots of stuff, even if it ends up just being a chill day where there's no sort of like big event going on, it's just me playing the game a little bit just for having fun and just relaxing with all you guys. That I can do, because this is one of the core things of the channel, and if people are going to end up watching the channel more for that, like, I am 1000% on board. When the audience meets stuff that I was either going to do anyway or stuff that I really like, it's serendipity. It's fantastic. So for November, there's definitely going to be more Cookie Run stuff. October became more Cookie Run related than I had initially expected. But so far, not only is nobody really complaining, but like the people are just very much on board with this. So it's really nice. In fact, we've actually gotten more comments than we've gotten in a long time. I'm not really going to be editing this very much besides in the YouTube editor. But just imagine a picture of like Atlas holding up the world, and then the world is like the YouTube's algorithm in regards to interactions with comments, and then Atlas, just imagine there's a little text over it that just says list miss. Because it's just like list miss by commenting like on every video, even if it's just a little wow, like Owen Wilson. That helps the channel so much, even if it's just a very simple little like nice or something like that, because the channel counts interactions if you want the channel to be seen at all. Because there's a bit more of a focus on the interactions even over watch time now. Watch time is still important, but the interactions are the most important thing. So if you watch a video and you don't end up liking or commenting, that hurts more than that random guy who's been going around my YouTube videos recently and just disliking a whole bunch of the videos like every day. I don't know if that person actually knows, but when you dislike the video, having 5 likes and 1 dislike is better than having just 5 likes, because it counts as 6 interactions overall. YouTube is dumb. So if you think that disliking the video makes it do worse, it's the opposite. It makes it do better algorithmically. The people who end up enjoying the video but don't like or comment and do nothing, that hurts so much more. It's crazy. obviously you'd want to end up liking the video over the dislikes because it would help make people be like, oh, this is a video that's reliable, it's not lying about whatever the heck it is. And of course, if there ends up being an overwhelming amount of dislikes and people are like, oh, I don't know why I'm supposed to dislike this video, and if they end up liking it and it's just like, oh, there's just a bit of a problem with people either trolling or whatever, then people will be able to discern that anyway, because, you know, if you're gonna... The like and dislike bar is mostly to help you be like, oh, is this video a scam, or is this video not very helpful? So if you're like, oh, it might not be worth your time. So that's basically the only real thing that the likes and dislikes do. And if somebody ends up spamming the dislike bar to try and be like, haha, look at this, I disliked you on like 5 or 7 different accounts to make it look like this video was like disliked way more than people actually did. And like if people are just like, yeah, this video is very nice, and then there's just a sudden random amount of dislikes. Sometimes I got a couple of people who would do that, and I really don't care, because I say this stuff just to try and educate, and just so that people know how the algorithm and stuff like that works. But honestly, I really don't care. I sound like I care a whole lot more than I do. I really don't. But that's an option that I can just turn off viewing the likes and dislikes, which I don't like to do, because if people actually dislike a video, then giving a constructive comment or saying why they don't like it is much more useful for me to be able to fix stuff. People are just disliking because they just want to do it for the sake of trolling, then like, I can just turn that off. I can just turn off the ability for people to see that if I actually think it's something that is being trolling or misleading, and it's not actually a video that people significantly have an issue with. So that's a thing that like doesn't even work in that regard. And if somebody ends up taking the time to dislike the video that much, it helps so much in terms of the algorithm. So it's incredible. But we've actually had a whole bunch of new people here. We've gotten a whole bunch of likes. We've gotten new people commenting and just saying very sweet things. Some people are like, hey, I'm gonna give you a sub because I like your stuff, or you seem like a pleasant fellow. And it's just like, oh, niceness, kindness in the world, people coming by and actually enjoying stuff I make. That's really wonderful. The channel average in terms of videos has gone up from like 14 to 20 to almost like 40 on average. That's mind-blowing. I can't thank you all enough. So, absolutely, we are gonna have more cookie run stuff. I'm gonna try and have more memes, because I wanted to have more memes anyway. I'm gonna see about trying to do some more cookie run related drawings, if I can. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see. I didn't end up doing the Halloween costume, because like each month I give Holly a new costume. I've been pretty busy last month, and this month I have a lot of extra schoolwork and stuff, and a couple other family obligations and other things that I need to do. So I'm gonna be pretty busy this month, so I'm not quite sure how many things I can try and get done in terms of drawings. I might have to just wait a little bit longer, unfortunately. I hate to skip out for the year, but that might end up having to be the case. I don't know. It also depends on like if I'm in a drawing mood and what I'm in the mood to draw, because sometimes I'll just get artist block and I'm just like, I cannot draw anything right now for the life of me. I've also been spending more time working on the game that I'm working on as well, so I've been like, oh, I need to try and work on some more of the more of the assets, more of the level design, and more stuff like that, more of the programming and things, to try and have that as a focus as well. So I'm just trying to balance everything here. I'm trying to balance the channel, I'm trying to balance schoolwork, I'm trying to balance the game that I'm working on, and I'm trying to balance other home stuff and other people who I'm talking to. So it's a bunch of things that I'm trying to manage, and we're getting into the later part of the year, so stuff is getting more difficult. So I am going to have to focus a little bit more on that kind of stuff. So I think I might put up a couple of clips, because we have new people here from the channel anyway, who might not have seen some other series and other stuff that I've done. So I might try and put up 1 or 2 little clips of stuff like that. I have some more videos. I have like 1 or 2 more videos of me doing the drawing for Iku art, Iku draw, which didn't do as well, but I didn't really expect it to do as well. But there might be a couple of other videos here that are just kind of okay. So just bear with the channel. Don't like leave the channel, please. There will be more cookie run stuff eventually. I have some more of the episode that I had recorded a long time back with my sweetie. back when Cookie Run first started, so the audio isn't as good, but we did our best back during the day, because that was the only time I could do it, because I didn't have this newer phone to record stuff on. So you'll get some of those Cookie Run videos where I continue the story and stuff like that, and it'll be a whole adventure and whatnot. And then we'll have other updates and other things like that, and some memes and other things. And then of course you'll get the usual skits and random things that I do. So don't forget, for all the people who love the other little skits and silly things and random vlogs and other just jokes, you'll still get those. So don't worry. It's November. I'm trying to have it be a bit more fall themed on the channel as opposed to being Thanksgiving themed. I think besides being like fall and or food themed stuff, and I mean, it's Cookie Run, so they're cookies. So I guess there's a bit of a food theme, but like, it's for October. I in the ideal world, if I could focus and get stuff done that I would want to do, because I do these update videos, and it's just like, I'm gonna plan on these things, and maybe a few things work out, and then other stuff just goes however it goes. So I don't really have a set plan besides Cookie Run. More Cookie Run for this month, which is what the people want, it's what I want, and it's something I can very easily do, and it's fun, and great, and wonderful, and that is gonna be happening. So, people have really been enjoying it. I also got some requests for more live streams. Somebody had commented like, oh, this reminds me of the live streams from the good old days. I wish I could do more live streams. I really do wish I could do the live streams more, because it was a little bit, it's a lot harder for me to do during the pandemic and everything. It's already hard enough for me to be able to record the episodes as is, because my father is out of the house so few times that I have to just be downstairs to record some of this stuff. And then when he's actually out of the house, I use that to record some things with like my computer. That's harder for me to bring downstairs and just say, oh, I'm on the phone talking to my friends or for a group project, which actually cuts into the time when I can actually do those things. Of course, for schoolwork, I will talk on the phone or stuff like that if I need to. But it actually cuts down on the actual friend time that I have. When I say I'd be doing that, because he already hates the fact that I have friends, because, you know, he's just a bitter old man who doesn't have any other friends because nobody can stand being around him once they know what kind of a person he actually is. Breathe in. All in one sentence, all in one breath. That's what I did right there. So, yeah. Things are still about as usual around here. Just a lot of extra schoolwork. So again, bear with me if some of the videos end up being a little bit weird. You will end up getting more Cookie Run later. That is an absolute promise. I'm wondering if I'm going to try and have it be on like an actual schedule, because if some of the updates come out, depending on when the updates happen, I don't necessarily want to have like a super strict schedule where it's like, oh yeah, Wednesdays and Saturdays are going to be Cookie Run videos. I might try and lean towards that, because those are the days when I put out the community polls as well, the fresh new community polls. I do like 2 of those a week, so they don't bombard you too much, because some of them get a little bit ridiculous. But I'm gonna definitely try and lean towards at least 1 per week, and if I can do 2 per week, then that'll be the best. So, I like, when I say aim for 1 per week, it's like, yeah, unless something comes up and I actually just can't record something else and I have to use some other stuff that I have lying around, you'll end up getting 1 Cookie Run related thing, whether it's Puzzle World, Ovenbreak, or Kingdom. You'll get something related to it at least once a week, and hopefully twice a week. Maybe not to the same frequency as in October, where it was like 3 or 4 times a week, or there's something Cookie Run related. Possibly for this month, for November, I might. But there's definitely going to be, can't speak. Definitely going to be a Cookie Run related thing at least once a week, hopefully twice a week. So that's what I'm going to try and aim for on just whatever days I'm able to post them. And who knows, maybe I'll even be able to post 3 depending on my recording schedule and what ends up happening. What might happen is that like I'll be able to record for 3 and only have I'll need to put up all 3 because I won't have time to do some of the other editing and stuff like that. So you'll get 3 one week and maybe 1 the second week, but you'll end up getting the same amount of videos. So that's what I'm going to aim to try and do. So yeah, look forward to more stuff coming up in the future, and I can't thank you all enough for coming by and watching the videos and just being here. It's wonderful, and I'm so glad that I can make stuff that people find pleasant or relaxing or charming and just nice. And it's just your feedback I listen to. I was a little slow on replying to the comments because usually I love to reply to like all the comments because I don't get too many comments on the channel, so I can actually reply to almost all of them. Replies to comments are actually a little harder for me to spot because I get a notification in like the comments tab for all of the new comments, but in my notifications specifically is where I end up getting the comments on a comment that I made. So if you make a comment, I reply to it, and you make another comment and I don't see that one, those are a lot harder for me to find. Because I have to specifically look at my notifications with my own little bell icon. Whereas in my creator tab, there's a section for comments that you can go back to and read all of the other comments that people have initially left. So that is something that I can end up doing a lot easier. So if I don't end up replying to your comment, either it's a comment on a comment and I didn't end up seeing it, or I'm going to get to it. I've just been very, very busy and I just haven't had the time to be able to reply to the comments that I had wanted to. But I do intend on getting back to it. So if you've been commenting a whole bunch and you get a whole influx of me just replying randomly to a bunch of things with like, nice, thanks, cool, thanks, a whole bunch of times, you'll understand why. Because I'm just going through all of the comments and just trying to reply to them and give them their due time. Because like I want everybody to feel special whenever they come by here. I appreciate your time. So thank you. But I believe it's that time again, friends. If you like what I do, don't be shy to give a thumbs up. Have a pleasant day, everyone. And this is Handington signing off. Bye. Oh, and if you've stayed this long, let me know again if you do enjoy some of the longer videos or some of the shorter videos. I try and keep them in the middle. Some videos run a bit longer, some videos run a bit shorter than I intend. It just happens however it happens. But again, this is Handington, so I usually take a whole lot longer to get to stuff than I expect. Again, I'm not stalling out for the watch time. Like I said before, it's the interactions that do it more. I just like to take my time on things. So yeah. So thank you, friends. Into the washer with you. That's you being washed.